I am Sabrina Bashir from the Decor Journal India. We are a platform curating content about architecture, interior design, and the construction community. Today, we are here to acknowledge and embrace the contributions and acclamations of female architects and designers. It's really good to have the opportunity to interact with the designer duo Disha and Shivani Ajmera of the Quirk studio. Pairing fresh ideas with cutting edge design and planning, these designers are on the leading edge in just 9 years. The winners of many awards, these leading ladies of the industry, are here with us today to share their views. We're very happy to welcome the both of you.
Thank you so much, Sabrina. That was a very sweet and warm welcome. We really appreciate it and we're happy to be here.
Thank you. And now we would love to have your insights on women's contributions to our industry. So,
Sure.
First of all, what does International Women's Day mean to you?
Honestly, I think it's always good to see women being celebrated. Even if it's for a day. However, I genuinely feel that women should be celebrated every single day of
Absolutely.
the year.
I agree.
And we truly are being. I think we've as we've all evolved as a community, I think we really are in the forefront and we're doing some fabulous work. So I feel like women are finally making choices. Women are free to choose. They're working with purpose. They're working with goals in mind, and I think smaller milestones that each of us achieve, whether it's on the home front or work front or personal front. I think for us, that's what defines celebrating women in general. So yeah.
So every day is Happy Women's Day.
Absolutely,
100%.
And it's great to have that one day solely dedicated to the women community,
where the rest of the world also appreciate us.
Yes, indeed. Yeah.
All right. Now, speaking of our industry and your journey so far, what gender-based challenges have you faced in your career, and how have you gone on to handle them?
So I think these sort of challenges, I think we could actually talk about what have happened earlier in our career when we were starting out. I think it was twofold. It was obviously gender and also age based, because of course it is the profession
You
is such
started
that
off young,
is
right?
of key. So I would not solely just make it only a sexist thing. I think it was a twofold thing. So gender, yes. Sometimes we have come across, clients where they do prefer working with men, but it's not been that it has been so. I don't think we've had such a experience, which I don't know.
Stark experience.
Yeah.
I think no stark experience.
No stark experience. It was just smaller things. I think when we were starting out, that we did definitely see those, sort of differences that were given, to women versus men. But I think, like we said, it's like nothing stopped, and thankfully, and I feel like today all our clients are very happy to work with women, and it's fantastic, and the respect that we get, I think we're very happy that we kind of get the same respect from whether it's a woman client or a man client, a male client. So very happy that we haven't really at least received or had any sort of bad experiences in that department.
Yeah. I think ultimately it just, it's your work that speaks for it. It doesn't matter what gender you are.
Yeah.
And finally, I think that the client on the opposite side has evolved enough to recognize that.
So we need better clients.
No, I mean, I think they are already. Yeah. They're already evolved enough to recognize that.
That's a good thing. So, according to the two of you, you've started a company by yourselves. You're actually very powerful women in the industry with the experience that you have had. So, according to you, how do you define the term power?
I've been increasingly thinking about definitions that are, like power and success, and the beauty, I think, now more than ever is that these definitions no longer have a formula. There is no set formula to success. There is no set formula to power either, for that matter. So I genuinely feel that it's what you want to make of it, how you want to sort of use that to your advantage, or how you want to sort of have a voice with it, right? So I feel for me, power is being able to have a platform to voice an opinion, to be able to take forward opinions of multiple people who I agree with. Essentially, I think power for me would be serving a platform. That's what I think power means. And also just freedom somewhere, freedom of choice,
Absolutely.
freedom of being able to uh, do what we want, do it how we
I think
want it.
especially in our field and our
Yeah.
profession, it also just extends to having that respect and that trust from a client.
Yeah.
And for us, that simply put is just the power. We are the captain of the ship, and the fact that a client sort of respects that and trusts us with with everything,
In
for
context.
us in
Yeah,
that context,
absolutely.
I think that's what power is for us in this profession, and it's a great place to be in.
So to know that you can build that relationship with your client.
100%. Yeah.
Absolutely.
On a
And use
similar
their voice to
note,
create an impact, essentially.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
to get your voice out there to people as
Out
well.
there.
Yes,
Yeah.
totally. So, on the same note,
Yeah.
according to you, who would you regard as the one powerful woman who has inspired you, or either of you?
I think honestly, Shivani and I both don't really have one particular person that we would say that we would particularly look up to. I think just today there's so many amazing stories, so many amazing, powerful women. Whether you're talking about a Mackenzie Scott, a Falguni Nair, Indra Nooyi, Oprah, there are just so many amazing stories, women out there that each one of them you look up to. And just closer to home, it's our moms, it's our sisters, it's our friends that really inspire us. So I don't think there's one particular person. It's just we're surrounded by fantastic women and who we look up to, and it could be smaller things, smaller details. But yeah, we are very lucky to have so much inspiration around us.
All right. Now, wanting to know a little more about your journey so far. So, the two of you, did you always know that you all wanted to be interior designers, or rather, when you were younger, what did you want to be? Like when asked in class or so.
Yeah. So both of us have, will individually answer this one. I, for one, always loved everything creative. I had a lot of passion for music, theater, all of that along the way. I actually switched careers. I graduated in mass media and then went on to study design, and then sort of took the leap, and we do what we do now after all that. But no, so I don't think I always knew it. But yes, somewhere deep down, I think I truly believe that I was meant to do this. Like my subconscious knew that I was going to be doing something creative and be in the creative field. And this was a beautiful coincidence that just came, into my life, and I sort of took it from there. Yeah.
So there's always been a calling.
Yeah, there's always there was a calling for sure, definitely.
For me, I think I've sort of always known. I just think that I always had a very strong art and design background. Like my parents were very inclined towards it. I had an aunt who was very influential, is just like influencing me towards this career choice as well. So I think design was always something which was at the back of my head. So I was pretty certain I wanted to be in it.
All right. That's a good thing to learn from people you are surrounded by. I think everybody has that. There is a certain energy that you share with the people around you.
Definitely.
Most probably years down the line, there'll be somebody who says, "Hey, I was inspired by Quirk Studio and their designs when I was younger that made me want to be a designer."
Yeah, that is
Most
always
probably.
the endeavor.
All right. So, today being Women's Day, and me interviewing two wonderful ladies, as women, what do you think is your greatest achievement so far? What are you most proud of?
I'm going to actually talk on both topics.
Yeah, please.
Disha and I have never really felt that we've arrived, or we're very critical of, our journey. We're very we're very not as, opulent about our successes, or, as gracious in complimenting each other even.
Yeah.
But I think the one thing that we both are very proud of, and I can say that today, is the fact that this has been our journey in all its entirety. Everything that we've built from the start of Quirks to right now has all been entirely us, brick by brick. Everything has been, both of us sort of building it step by step together. Of course, we had great support in family, and our partners are extremely supportive as well. But we were very proud of the fact that we were entirely an outcome of our own hard work and what we sort of brought to the table,
Absolutely.
in that sense. So that's the one thing that I'd like to feel proud of, and I hope that we can continue sort of. We have a long way to go and a long journey ahead, and we want to sort of keep that spirit alive for as long as we're doing what we're doing, for sure.
Absolutely. I completely agree with Shivani. I mean,
Yeah.
completely nailed that one.
I've gone through your portfolio on your website, and they look very comfortable and at the same time classy. So I'm pretty sure that you have to be. It's worthy of being proud of. You totally
Thank you.
deserve that.
Really appreciate that. Thank you.
All right. Now, do you all agree that there is a gender bias in our industry? At a small scale or at large? It's a simple yes or no question.
No, I don't think there's a
So,
gender
yeah.
bias. I think there might be an age bias.
I think the age
don't think
bias
there's a
is
gender
more
bias.
more so. I
Than
think.
the gender bias. Okay.
I think and age bias only because it's an industry driven by experience.
Yeah.
The more you work, the better you get. That's
Yeah.
just the nature of how the learning curve in this industry is.
Yeah.
So I think more than a gender
Yeah.
bias, it's
Definitely. We don't think there is a gender
There
bias.
isn't.
Yeah.
There actually is.
There are that many amazing women, and there are that many fantastic men who are
Yeah.
in the business, and I think they both are doing just fine, and it's great to see, like I said. So there's a lot of amazing work being done by both sides, and I think we don't see that.
No, not gender bias for sure. No, and then now more than ever.
Yeah.
It's evolved. It's come a long way.
Yeah.
So hopefully the ladies in the future would not be having much of gender-related
Absolutely.
issues.
Definitely.
No.
Definitely.
I think these are the crutches that we built for ourselves. You have to go out there believing that nobody is stopping you, whether you're a man, woman, young, old, doesn't matter. You can start a career at 20 as a woman or a man, or a career at 50, and you can
Exactly.
still do what you want. The fact is, those definitions have changed. Those boundaries are no longer existent.
Yeah.
So we have to walk in there knowing that always.
So at the end of the day, it's your work that speaks.
100%.
That is a really good thing to know. Especially from people who have been working in the industry. That is great to hear from you all. Now, just one last question. So since one of you always knew that you wanted to be a designer and the other coming from a totally different background, what advice would you have given to your younger selves?
I
Now
think,
thinking back.
For me, I would just say patience and just keep working hard. I think that's the only thing I would say. That don't deter, don't like get make sure that you're focusing on the target, make sure that you follow your dreams and keep working at them. I think that's something I still tell myself. That I mean, I don't think I've arrived, like Shivani said, and we still think that we have a long way to go. So for us, even today, I think it's just about following your dreams, working hard, sure we show up every day, and that's pretty much the motto. And yeah.
Yeah, and I think for me, it's the one advice I'd give myself is, and I give it to myself every day, even now, is just not second guessing. Like just go with your gut.
Yeah.
There's no right way to do things. There's no wrong way to do things. It's just your way, and you sort of follow your gut and you follow your intuition, and make it your own. Exactly.
That is great to hear, and I will definitely keep that in mind. Thank you.
Okay.
That would be the end of our interview. We are so glad to have had you. Thank you so much for making the time for us.
Thank you so much.
And yes, it was definitely a pleasure having you on our platform.
Thank you, Sabrina.